Good morning, it's Colleen from Siempre Soul 1111. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be the weekly elemental reading for water signs, Pisces, Cancer and Scorpios, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome. I just wanted to say also thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel so far. Honestly, I feel completely overwhelmed by the support that I've had so far, so thank you. Well, yeah, thank you to each and every one of you. Anybody new that's watching, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. And if you hit the little bell, it will notify you when I upload readings, which generally at the moment is weekly. Also, if you haven't done so already, I've got an Instagram page, so feel free to go over there and follow me. It's at Siempre Soul 1111, and over there I update quotes and funny posts about spiritual awakening, and I also detail when I've uploaded new videos to YouTube as well. Okay, so we will crack on with your reading, water signs. Let's split the deck. Overarching energy, Nine of Cups, fulfillment, the world. Okay, so overarching energy in the past situation is the Nine of Cups, and this is about fulfillment and completion, satisfaction emotionally within yourself. You've also got the World card here, Major Arcana right off the back here. You've got two of these. The Lovers card also. Lovers card. I feel like this relationship with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, I feel like there's been some conflict perhaps, and some communication that either needs to happen or has happened with somebody that you're in a relationship with here, water signs. It's a relationship that you feel, satisfied and fulfilled in. But I almost get the energy like you would be satisfied with or without them. Because if you were completely satisfied with this connection, that would be a Ten of Cups. And maybe at the moment that the connection isn't making you feel fulfilled. This could be fairly new relationship. The Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords are about communication, and the energy for those pages is quite young, is quite juvenile. So it could be that you guys are at a stage in your relationship where you're having a bit of a battle of egos, but this relationship, I do feel for me, this relationship with these two cards coming out in it is divinely guided. So I do feel that if there has been some disharmony or some imbalance within this connection, water signs, I do feel that it is still divinely guided, and that the possibilities surrounding this relationship are endless, because of the infinite here, and it's a closed loop, and I feel a little bit like that reef's like a wedding band. Perhaps maybe even it's a conflict surrounding a wedding. Let's get some clarification on this for you guys, just to see. I feel a little bit like the energy here is like you're almost there, but you're not quite. And there's a small juvenile issue that you guys are trying to communicate on, but you can't. You can't seem to find the right balance. And it's trivial, but it's preventing that Ten of Cups next to that Lovers card. That's why it's a 9. I feel a little bit maybe with the Nine of Cups, the energy on that as well can be about self-satisfaction. And I think maybe perhaps you two have kind of got stuck in this sort of state of quarrel and quarrelling over silly things. And you actually perhaps may be guilty of thinking about yourself first and not the connection or the other person. Because realistically, you want that to be a 10. you know, fulfillment within your family or your relationship. It could be a situation where you're quarrelling about something to do with money as well. With the Page of Pentacles, you know, Pentacles can be about money. And you know, the swords are about communication. And perhaps this person that you're with's mentality towards money is a bit too juvenile. And for you to, for you to feel, one second, I'm just going to pull the last of these cards. For you to feel that Ten of Cups, water signs, you need that person to be a King of Pentacles. So you need them to take care of their purse. Be prudent and more thrifty with their money. Maybe this person's just perhaps a tad more frivolous than you are, and you're struggling to find that balance. Yeah, you've got the World card here clarified by the Six is the Six of Swords. And Six is about problem solving. I feel that in your mind, water signs, you want to resolve this and you want to move forward, but you do, you know, to feel completely happy, emotionally fulfilled, you need to find a better balance. Threes are about relationships. So within this relationship, you're wanting that person to kind of, I guess, grow up a bit. I feel a little bit like the energy here is like you're sick and tired of having to keep communicating the same thing to that person. And the Knight of Wands is about passion and forward movement. So I do feel that there is love and there is passion here, but you need to see that person move towards doing better. Because the way that they're being financially is actually really making you feel less than happy. You feel stuck. And the best way to move... Yeah, I feel financially there's an element of being trapped or stuck with this person, and unless they start taking the finances seriously, you're not going to be able to move forward. I do feel that. Let's look at the present situation for you, water signs. Again, I'm probably picking up on a very small collective here, guys, but you know, again, it's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if it doesn't resonate, then this reading just isn't for you. And whilst I'm doing this reading for this week, the readings are timeless. But I do feel that there's conflict here surrounding finances and money. And perhaps, you know, you're just feeling a little bit like you're constantly having to try, you know, constantly bringing this up, and this person's just ignoring you. Okay. I feel that this person not taking what you're saying seriously, water signs, surrounding money and finances or job or work. You know, you're awake and you can see the situation for what it is. You know, there's definitely been some deception, I feel, surrounding finances or money, and things are not as they seem. With the Ace of Pentacles here, you want to see a new beginning surrounding money. And this is something that you feel very, very passionately about. You know, it's really, really important, because each time this person lets you down, it's really hurting you. You know, and you're getting sick of that hurt and feeling trapped in that situation and stuck in it. You know, but you do, you know, the essence of you do love this person, and you know that, you know, they're your soulmate. But it's kind of almost like buck up your ideas, you know. Grow up. I feel almost like that's the conversation that's being having, and I think it's becoming a bit tiresome for you. You know, relationships shouldn't be about money, but as a couple, you should want to, you know, collectively move in the same direction. You know. Let's get some clarifiers on this in the present situation for you guys, water signs. Okay, so clarifying the Judgment cards, you've got the Three of Pentacles. Work to be done. Opportunity for growth. And again, we've got the Pentacles coming in here. There's work to be done, and this person, you know, they need to change their attitude towards money, towards their job, towards work. You know, they need to work with you and not against you. That's how I feel. You know, and whatever, you know, deception there has been, they need to offer an apology. And they need to step forward with a way to solve this problem so that you guys can find a better balance and better harmony in your connection. You know, I think it's reached a point here with the Seven of Swords. If this person can move forward with an apology and do better, you know, with Seven, you'll find, you know, Sevens are about, for me, understanding but again, it's a bit like, you know, carry some of the load. In your headspace, you know this person needs to. And as long as you stand your ground with this, water signs, you know, there can be victory on this. You can sort of move away from that element of conflict and that sort of Page of Swords communication and move towards acting in the correct way. Because again, the Hierophant for me is about, it could be about marriage, it could be about this person stepping up for me, I feel, almost, because each time they fail to, you know, they're stabbing you in the back. And you do want to see change. I do feel a little bit as well with the Hierophant that it could be surrounding a marriage. Maybe you guys are saving for a wedding and this person's not taking that seriously. I don't know. Take what resonates with you. You know, it doesn't have to be you know, an actual partner either. It could be a family member that's just financially taking you for granted a little bit. Again, you know, sort of take what resonates with you, water signs. Right, let's take a little look at the future situation for you guys now. Temperance. Finding balance. Trusting in your intuition. Okay, that's, yeah, it's you know, it's enough. Ace of Cups here. I always find that the Ace of Cups is about new beginnings, and it's about knowing your worth. It's about investing the love you're giving to others into yourself. And I do feel like you've reached a point where you're sick of losing sleep over this situation, over money, over paying for the wedding, over whatever it is, you know. And they're not seeing what it's doing to you. But I think if you communicate honestly with this person and tell them exactly how it's making you feel, you know, with that Nine of Swords, it's about moving away from that state of anxiety and that person actually having some compassion for how this situation is making you feel. I think if you can speak freely with them and, you know, they care enough, excuse me, and they want to have a, you know, a 50-50 equal exchange in this situation, you know, this person has got the ability to make all your wishes come true. I just think there's going to be some work getting there. I don't want to say that you're at the end of your tether with it, because I think you know that this person is, in your heart of hearts and in your intuition, you know this person is your soulmate. You've got 3 angels in every part here, with the Temperance, with Judgment cards, and also with the Lovers. All 3, look. Show angels. So, you know, this connection is the real deal, but I think this person's just got a little bit of growing up to do, really. Could be saving for a house even, guys, you know, and this person's just not taking that deposit seriously. Look, you've got to trust your intuition, because, look, it's not all as it seems. That's the second time the Moon card has come up in this reading, my darlings, in the present and the future situation. So, you know, if something feels off in your gut, listen to it. Okay? listen to it. That's the advice I would give you based around this reading. And again, look, clarifying the Ace of Cups is a Temperance card again. So this is about reinvesting in yourself, trusting in your own intuition, following your own wisdom about this situation, because you know, when you know, you know. And also it's about an equal exchange. Look, with the cups there, the 2 cups. It has to be equal. You've got the 9 of Swords here. Sorry, the 9 of Wands clarifying the 9 of Swords here. And this is about fulfillment. And I do think that if this person does move forward, the Knight, you know, the Wands are about action. If this person does move forward and you can see a change in their behaviour, I think you'll be able to move away from that mentality of feeling really anxious about this situation. You know, but for them to fulfill your wishes, you need to speak honestly with them. I feel a little bit, perhaps, water signs, that you haven't been upfront with them, and this is something that's been maybe grating on you in the background, under the surface, and that's why, you know, things are not as they seem within you, and now you need to sort of step up and be honest about this person and what they're doing and how it's making you feel. Because obviously, you know, all you want in life is to be, you know, is to be happy, to be calm, to feel fulfilled, you know, to have satisfaction, to not feel like it's all hard work. But, you know, with the 7 of Wands there, I feel that that's about sort of standing up for yourself, standing your ground. And I think this person, when they, you know, they need to move forward and in understanding how this situation is making you feel. I think once you do explain it though, water signs, if you haven't already, I think they'll get where you're coming from, and I think you will see change. But to instigate that change in the future situation, you have to be honest with yourself and you have to be honest with them. If you have already been honest, then that person's going to have to step up. You know, obviously you're going to need to see movement, but you need to be clear about that. Clear about what your expectations are. Okay, so this is an oracle card. They're by Doreen Virtue, and they're called the daily guidance from your angel oracle cards. And your message for this week is giving and receiving. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, in brackets give, or only inhale, in brackets receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. So again, that kind of mirrors what I said with this relationship or this connection, that it needs to be an equal exchange. I'm going to give you, and you need to just find that balance with that person. So I'm going to pull a couple of Doreen Virtue Romance Oracle cards for those of you lovers out there, just for this coming week. But as I said, the readings are timeless, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you do watch these at a later stage and it resonates with you, then this message was for you. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So again, maybe guys, this mirrors back to the wedding situation where I said I felt I was picking up on a vibe where you're sort of saving for something. You know, maybe that's what that is. Or, you know, you could be saving for that rock on your finger. Playfulness. To recap to romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to fun to shine. So again, perhaps approaching this person, surrounding this conversation with money, stroke wedding, stroke engagement, stroke, or however it resonates. Maybe there needs to, you know, maybe the communication so far, when we talk about the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords here, maybe you've been, you know, playful with the communication, but haven't really explained to this person in the right way exactly how it's making you feel. And maybe that's just an example of communicating it in a more mature way so that they understand exactly how much it means to you. All right, my darlings, that concludes your reading for this week, but I hope you're well. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do so, and hit the like button as well. And thanks very much for watching. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.